So we're getting a two-sided market right now off that captain setup on the 200 NT Rinko that they established yesterday. Our target is 326 is what we're looking for right now. The market hit harmony zone number 2, responded very well to it, ran up to 70, almost 80, came back and retested, put a captain setup on the 20 NT Rinko, ran it up, and now we're if we break anything above 88, which we're not too far away. We should be running up. Sheila, good morning. Future trader, good morning. Ethan, good morning. So here we go. We hit the 88. Our target is going to be 326. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, the 88 was an important level. One and done, Steven. I like it. Long 290. Okay. Pullbacks are buyable. We have harmony zone number 1, supporting price action at 276 by 266, 51 and 41. I think he should. I think it's a good start for the day, and end the Friday a winner. Yeah. I mean, you'll have that beautiful memory on your head going into the weekend, and that's just will charge you up and motivate you for Monday morning. So top of the hour, we have preliminary consumer sentiment. So now we have multiple levels that the market is going to be testing and trying to figure out a way. So this is Harmony channel number one. You got yourself a captain set up. So protecting this channel, you got to protect 90. But even if you break that 90, you're coming into Harmony zone number one, which is the 76 by 66, and it's the top end of the Globex band. So you're going to get a lot of support between that 66 to 85 level if the market actually comes back down there. And we have that big target, and that big target is right here. 326, which is happens to be also target number 3, close to it. And then from there we are, going to the next set of targets. Brad, good morning. $283, not 283. I mean 326. Excuse me, 326 coming up. Brian, good morning. Adam, good morning. All right, target is hit. Next target is 351. 351. Pullbacks are buyable. And we're looking for Harmony zone number 1 and 2 have shifted. 301 by 291 is zone number 1. 276 by 66 is zone number 2. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything. And there's a lot of levels down here that is supportive, but 285, 275, and ultimately this captain setup long that we have right here that started this run up, so 258. So a lot of these levels are gonna hold up as support, has a good chance of holding up as support. Yeah, I know, Ethan. I like it. I like it. There's good stuff going on here. We have another 15 minutes till the top of the hour. Good morning, David. So we have harmony zone number 1, harmony zone number 2. Those are supportive in nature. Let's see if we hold these pullbacks with a higher low toward the target of 351. 351. There is momentum on the upside. ES, where's ES? Let's talk about ES here very quickly. So that's a trending market as well. And we're pushing higher. We have a target of 265.75. 265.75. Harmony zone number 1 is 53 by 50 and 47 by 44. Pullbacks are buyable. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 248. So here we're hitting target number 3 multiple times and we're fading, right? We could see it by the amount of times that we hit that level. So really, If we start breaking anything under 11, this structure is going to be pausing. Like there is a bit of resistance coming up at that 30, and we have our target of 351, so about 20 plus points away. So there's a bit of hesitation here by this market, and we have to be aware of it. All right. Pullbacks are buyable. We have 351 as a target. 351. Here we go. We're coming up on that target. Huh. So we got very close to that target and we got faded in this candle. So we got to watch for that. That could lend itself to a pullback that's a bit deeper. I mean, 22, not a bad spot for me to pick up some and see if we can get back up there. So I'm gonna put an order down there, and we have 8 minutes to the news, top of the hour news. 22.5. We should be able to grind down to that level, especially with this fade that they just did. And it's gonna be a scalp. If I get it right here, I'm gonna try to get to 32. Here it comes. If this current candle right there reverses to 38, 39, I'm gonna have to cancel my order. Here we go. break even. It's either going to happen or not. I'm going to take it right here. It should go up, be honest with you. But I'll take the 5 points or whatever that is. 7, yeah, 5 points. 5.25 points. I'll take it. $1 day today. Like, I didn't we got so close to that 31, and that's one of the reasons was like, all right, well, we should have gotten to 32 and closed my order. And the fact that they didn't tells me they're going to pull it back. So this early, close to the to that news at the top of the hour, I'd rather scalp it and get out of the way and just wait for the news. No heat on that trade. I like him that way if they keep giving them to me. Yeah, it is a railroad, Matthew. It's a railroad long. So, in a ideal situation here, my entry here will have an ad on the pullback after 32 is established, and I'm gonna be looking on a swing trade basis to go to 50. This is a trade that Steven likes right there, right here. See, that's the same spot, and this is another spot that they did the exact same thing in a way, right here. Yeah, I know that's the top of the hour. Avoid that for you, and that's why I got out of it with a quick scalp. I just didn't want to be holding anything right before the news or during the news. So this is an issue right here. See that distance, 46 to 51, that little pocket of resistance against a major swing trade level. When they start fading it like this, that tends to pull back. The market tends to pull back. And sometimes it's a major reversals. So you just have, I have to be very careful here not to overcommit to a long against that level that seems to be a big resistance, especially when news is coming in 2 minutes. So now, if let's assume a couple of things. The market comes back down to 300, and this zone, harmony zone number one. I mean, that's an area where we can legitimately go back into it long and look for that higher low after they flush this channel. Okay, 1 minute. ES has a target of 265.75. Yeah, Eric, especially this one. Here we go. Hush, 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 hush. See that? We broke that channel. They literally put a captain setup at long and they failed it into this run. So that means from 20 to that 48, we have a big distribution pattern that, that's going to hold up prices a little bit here. But that doesn't mean the lower prices, like 300 would not be a good spot right here. 300 all the way down to 75 to 266, harmony zone number 2. Wow. So the market is out of sync right now. Okay, so let's see this level right here. Okay, that's harmony zone number 2. And I'm gonna post my order at 276.25. Steven is on fire. Let's go. Good job. You get a birthday cake today. Yeah, I don't think they're going to film me on that order. Yeah, take care, Steven. Good job. So now we have a channel. That channel is a downward channel against that high that we talked about. So I mean, you could break that channel, test the 17, and consolidate close to harmony zone number 1. Here you go. $306. If we break 306, we should get a bit of a push. Yeah, no, not really. 09 and 19. Took one off. Let's see if I can get some more. Thank you. and I'm gonna go break even on the rest. Let's see if I can get a bigger move. Let's go. Let's see if I can go to 270. Actually, 275. I mean, 275 is a high probability. I'll fade it to, yeah, 275 and a quarter. So we'll see if I can get there, and I'll just leave that order alone. So from 290, 280 is actually a spot that your price can migrate to and stop. So I may get there and kind of stop myself around that 280. So let me just put that order in, and then we'll see. They may run it back up and get me for break even, but that's fine. I gotta take a chance and hold on to something for a little bit bigger. We already made a little bit of money off a 3 contract trade. We may even get an opportunity to reload. That's good. That's good to see. It's gonna get to 280 here. Let's work this out. I mean, really, the 302 is now a declining price structure. Here it comes. It's coming. Ah, they're gonna do that now. I'm gonna get out. That's fine. Just gonna take that target and just move on. Watch it flush Ethan to 480. Here you go. It's gonna happen here in a second. Oh baby, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 80. All I needed to do is just leave it the hell alone, right? And see the 74. I mean, that's just ultimately what I was hoping to see. Tell me, Adam, that you're making some money on this bad boy. That one was just too good. Get a captain set up. You get a captain set up. Switch trade. All these things. You still in it? Yep, that's right. Railroad fail. Railroad. The whole bit. All lined up. 240, 250. Well, you got a couple of things going on here. You get 251. That is the reversal of the whole structure right here. So that will put the market on a swing trade basis on the short side. Okay. We're right now we're at the top end of the Globex band, and that's an area where the market tends to pause and fade back up. So you really have to kind of be conscious of trying to. You got to protect your profit up here. I mean, excuse me, down here. The market has the tendency of stopping and running up to 82 and potentially back to the 88. So you just got to be careful trying to be short here or starting a short here, or be short and big and stay still in it. See that? To 86. So they'll get to 86 and then they'll pause and run down to 80 in this next rotation. Marty, good job, buddy. Yeah, you give it a little bit more room, Adam. 86 is a good spot to start, and then you could start going from there. Oh, here you go. It's working. Don't listen to me. That's a nice one, yeah. That's a big deal, Adam. That's a big deal, buddy. Good job. So when we're looking at this, what do we see and how do we interpret this information? So we got to draw these channels right here. So breaking, the tendency of the market is to do this, is to get to harmony zone number 2 on a first touch basis, and consolidate and run up to harmony zone number 1, and then oscillate there for a little bit between zone number 1 and 2 till they build enough stops on both sides and they take the direction. So that's what you're going to most likely see coming out of this price action right now. A little bit of defense from the longs. And if you look at the bigger picture here, you're at the top end of the Globex band, and we talked about this area being an area where the markets, when the longs can come in and defend. So you're seeing that type of behavior here. So if I'm going to get short, I want to get short between the 90, running up into 90 and 300. And if I want to fade this move, this area between 76 and 60, is a good area to do that on a scalping basis, but it's a bit weak, so you got to be a little bit careful. But that's the range the market is in. Now, that's a big run. That's a railroad short. Yep. So, for example, 266.75. If we get there, that will tend to hold the price and run back up to 277. Here we go. Let's see if they get there. 266.75. Okay, so they got there. And watch them run back up. No. Oh, that is nasty. That's nasty. Okay. 200 and 100 in sync on the short side. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis with targets into 226, which is Globex. And after that, if we break it, we have a target of 161. And if we test well and broke the captain setup that they built yesterday, that would be 108 and into 800. The structure supports that on a swing trade basis. There you go. You went big on that one, Matthew, right? How many contracts did you go? To 210, you're gonna get 210. Well, you just have to know that they're gonna defend it at close to 226, right? Because that's Globex, and they're gonna try to hold on. But if you go past that, then you have targets that actually can take you all the way down, buddy. I mean, you could hold on to 18,000 if you can dream that far ahead. Target number, what is that? Target number 4 is 239. That target is hit. And we have a big target of 226, which is Globex. Yeah. But I mean, let's take a look at the bigger picture, because that's just an important part. Okay, here we go. So this is one candle. So we're expecting a minimum of 2 to 3 candles of continuation. So where would that take us? It will take us to past 226 easy. Okay. So once we pass that, there's going to be a flushing behavior that's going to take us to this formation right here, this captain setup. And that would be the price of 90 and price of 133. You test that well, then you're going to break the 105, and then you have the 18,080 into 18,000. The spots where the longs are going to be, you know, forceful is around Globex first and around the top end of the captain setup, which is the 190. Those are the levels where, a bit of harsh defense can come in. Okay. But I mean, look at every time we had a one candle reversal, even in this very, very solid upward momentum. We had this move and it moved to 194 and it went down to 160, like 69, 194. So you're looking at 130 120 points. When you close that candle, 968, 9, see here, yeah, 970 to, yeah, about 75 points or so. So over 100 plus points, 75 points. If you look back, you got a reversal here, then a sell-off. This one was a major move. You got from here 14 to 44, about 500 points. So we may be in for a decent selling pressure, and we haven't seen anything that really. We haven't seen any serious selling come in beside what we're seeing here right now. So where would we reevaluate this idea? If we break anything above 300, that would be a sign of trouble for the shorts. So as long as that is protected, we are going to be looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity going toward 226. ES is performing well as, and let's take a look here. So we established that entry point. Now we're chewing right through harmony zone number 1 and 2. So it's actually a little bit stronger in ES than NQ. And we're hitting harmony zone number 2, so they're gonna try to play around with it here. Meaning they're, yeah, in and around this area is support. They're slicing right through this stuff. Oof. And Globex is, what is that? 52.40.75. 52.40.75. You get there, then on a swing trade basis, every rally is shortable. And we hit our target. We hit our target. We hit our target. So the next target is 201. 201. Rallies are shortable. They put a captain setup. They're trying to defend Globex. But I'm going to use that defense as an opportunity to go short. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect, Matthew. I had a big day today. Yes, sir, Adam. Holy crap. Are you serious? That is crazy. Good. Good job, Ethan. Good job, buddy. I'll cry with you, buddy. That is a big deal. That's a big deal. Congratulations. Adam qualifies for a payout. No, nobody, Adam, nobody knows what you went through. Nobody. That's a big victory, man. Target 201. Target 201. I did it my way. That's one of my favorite songs. For damn sure, Adam, you did it your way. For damn sure. You wouldn't do it any other way. Yeah, the 225 is hit, but I mean now we're looking for a lower price target of 201. And we have harmony zone number one that shifted to 251 by 261, and then 76 by 86 is harmony zone number two, which is the top end of the Globex band. We'll reevaluate the shorts if we break anything above 270. ES has hit its target, and now we have a 52.65.75 target. Actually, sorry. It didn't hit its target. It's the reversal area is 52.40.75, and we're close to that, which is lagging NQ. NQ is weaker. Hmm. 60, 30, 60. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be noisy around this level, which is a natural area for them to play this game. I mean, 41 is a good spot. 41 and a quarter and 51 and a quarter. In two spots for. ES put a captain set up long at 45 and a quarter. So we're getting this little push. I mean, 41 and a quarter is a spot for the market. They're gonna short squeeze it a little bit, but like I said, they're gonna defend. They're gonna try to defend Globex, and that's the part of the defense that you're seeing. Man, they're gonna if they reverse here at that 48. I mean, that means I missed that trade. Damn, they got to the tick. That's cruel. To the tick. I gotta cancel that order. Gotta cancel that order. You'll give me that one. I don't know what that means. Didn't give me nothing. Missed that trade by a tick. Well, I mean, you You know what they do. I mean, it's just the natural progression of things here. My money. Bro. Woo. Only. That's okay, man. The same ideas we have up here, it's going to repeat itself, and I'm going to catch them. We're all good here. They can run, they can hide. I mean, what you have right here is the market is in sync on the short side. We're in the middle of the range between Harmony Zone number 1 and Globex. So the market is just doing this between those two levels. So that's the first reaction coming up to that zone, and that's why it's lucrative to actually get involved in that if you get filled. And now a second time run up to it or a third round, nah. I'll just leave it alone. Let the market uh, churn through people and build up stops and look for signals. But the signals are more lucrative on the short side than the long side right now. You're seeing a behavior of middle of the range trading where they're in the middle of the range around Globex, middle of the range around the 20 NT Rinco, and the only fade that was this one right here into that zone, but everything else is just kind of middle of the range, just churn. The target right now is 201. We're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity, and we will reevaluate if we break anything above 270. What do you mean out at cost, Matthew? I don't know if you. Oh, you were long. 237. Let the game begin. They never stop playing games, buddy. What are you talking about? All right, almost 10 o'clock. Where are we at? Let's see where we at. We had, I think, two decisions actually, and we're up 713 after commission. We had this trade right here, short. Captain set up switch trade all the way down to the 89, and we had a long right there for a small. Oh baby, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Watch the bounce. Target is 176, 176. $179.50. That would be the fade, but we talked about that before. You know where that is? That's the captain setup from the prior move. So that's just a place where the longs will defend. So I have an order down there. If we run up to 214, 220 and reverse, that's an area of resistance, and we go short there. If they come to 179.50, that's in many ways exhaustive. I'll go at 179. We're back to Globex on ES. So that's an area where the market is going to consolidate. And here we go. So we're gonna try another attempt at 200 here. Yeah, it could be. I mean, they're gonna spend some time around the Globex. I mean, if they flush Globex, come back and retest it. I mean, I wouldn't just call the shorts done. That order I have down there, it's not relevant at this moment, so I'm gonna cancel it. Two 224. Okay. So remember, this is the first run up into Globex and that Harmony Zone number one. So you got a level up there. Let's see what that is. It's 10 o'clock. 31. Yeah, 30. Okay, 30.75. Okay. Let's see if we can get filled up there. No 11. 31, 30.75. Actually, yeah, 30.75 is good enough. Here they come. See, that's the switch trade right here. They should be pushing into Globex. They should be pushing higher into Globex. Here we go. And there's a lot of stops right here. So they should take it to 30.75 and also to 42 right here. 30, 37, 42. Okay. So that's the range right there. If I can get filled. If we break anything under the 14, that kind of kills that trade. You gotta be kidding me. That's wrong. Okay. I'll take it. But I mean, I'll take it. It's gonna oscillate around Globex. I get it. I'll take a small quick profit and just reload. I mean, really the target was 21 and a half. I just didn't put that target ahead of time. Yeah, there's so much overhead supply, and this is how they trap the longs on a swing trade basis, man. So you got to look at the big picture. I mean, you still get a two-sided market where the longs, they're gonna look so lucrative, and that bounce from 195 all the way to 230 something. 235 is not bad at all. All right, buddy. All right, so I am gonna get some water. I'll be back. All right, coming back. Shingo, good morning. Okay. So what did they do? They ran it back up into that zone. The 200 and the 100 are out of sync, so now it's a two-sided market. Your the location, Adam, location. It's a captain set up around Globex, and you're gonna get an above average choppiness during in and around Globex. So you're looking at 251, 261 as a zone to short into. And where we at right now is Harmony Zone number one. You almost have to see the market break 215, then rally back up into Globex to get short. The spot we are at is a typical chop. So 230, 1030. Let's see here. See multiple switch trades in this area too. Now another captain set up here. Okay. Mike. So we're seeing a couple of things. One of them, the market is slowing down. Second, the market is out of sync. Third, the market is trading around Globex. So all of it tells you that the market personality shifted to where it's scalping only, and you're better off actually just leaving it alone and wait for the extremes to start to show up. Extreme would be a run up to 51.61 or a break under 210. Anything in the middle of this range, you're going to get this sluggish price action. So if you found yourself making a little bit of money early on, this is a good spot for you to just kind of keep your hand in your pocket and just let some of these digestive behaviors kind of just pass. I mean, here they put a cap instead of switch trade, so that's just a negative behavior right there. And that's good to see because that can lend itself, as long as the two prices 37 and 40 holds, you can get a rundown or a push toward that 210. All right, good job, Ethan. Take care, buddy. See you Monday. What are you cooking, by the way? I'm a barbecue guy too. See, here we go. I mean, that's we're gonna get to that 210. Here you go, 210. Adam, do you have 10 days established in that account that you said you hit your target at for a payout? So good, good. I mean, that's consistent with the short and consistent with the target that's reaching 176. I mean, we hit that 10 and bounced back, and you got a railroad short to 195. That's short behavior. You had a captain set up short right here with a switch trade, and you had a harmony zone number one distribution. Yeah. Let's get. Speaking of payouts, so I have this account here. I mean, this. Yeah. It was a tough day, but it's all about the big picture, right? Let's see here. Okay, so we have this $150,000 account, PA number 21. We're at 7,044. So there's two accounts right here, too. They're $50,000 accounts, so I'm getting paid on this one and this one in this rotation. And I already got paid once on this account 21. So that one you have to get into 5,100 in order to qualify to get a payout. I got there, took a distribution, then ran it up to 7 grand. So this one, me see here, chart. Let's see here. So that was the distribution right there, 275. That was, I think that happened on the 15th. And then after that, obviously they take the money out. That's that. And now we're on the run. We're on the run to get paid again on that account. So that's this account right here. $21. So what I want to show you is basically, I mean, prior to commission, we ran it to 11 grand with a maximum drawdown of 1100. So it's like 10 to 1 on what you risked to what you got out of it. And we traded about 70% accurate with a whole lot of trading, but that's a lot of contracts anyway. 683. Average trade is 17 and about even, you know, not about $5 difference between average winner versus our average stop. And those are the largest. Now, if we go to the analysis on that trade, that's the part that I want to show. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. So the weird part about that account, I started that in August of last year. Believe it or not. And I was just basically feeling it out and just, you know, trading here, trading there. And then I had that nice little jump of 2 grand, and I left that account for a good chunk of time, and I traded other accounts. And then at the beginning of literally the beginning of last month, I started to actively trade it, and we started to make really some headways in that account. So I have it on lifetime, so you know, there's no rush for me to trade it, and I just was hitting it one after the other, from here, here, here. Then we're at equity high in that account. Let me see if I can even. Net profit. So for the past, from the 20, from, if you want to call that a losing day, $100, but from 229 onward, every single day, I ended up cashing out something or making something out of it. That's a big day right here. So again, that's the 21. Here you go, here you go, here you go. And even including today, I copied a bunch of the trades that I did today into it. But I did it in micro. And that's this account, the 21. And you will be surprised. A lot of this stuff is done with micro. I mean, except that, like, you know, a few days, like this one, I did it with minis. This day was a combination of mini and micro. So, you know, it depends on the kind of day that I'm having. But you'll be surprised the power of trading micros and copying into micros. So yeah, like yesterday, I mean, I had a rough day, but you know, I had a rough day in my personal account, and because of that, I didn't copy any trades into that account. And then, you know, later on in the day, I ended up, you know, getting a nice run. But I mean, let's see if we can see some of these trades. Trades right here. So you see this minis. and then we're going into a bunch of yeah, here it goes. So I flip between mini and micro, mini and micro. That's mini, and goes into micro. And I do that because I wanna make sure that I mean, I have a process. The process is, first, understand the market. Second, when I start trade, I copy, I trade and copy into micro first. If that's doing well, then I'm gonna start copying with mini. So this way, if along this chain of decisions, if for whatever reason I'm not connecting with the market and I'm, getting hammered or whatever, like yesterday, there's no sense in copying, and there's no sense in trading mini, and there's no sense in even trading micro. It's just because you're not connecting. Like, why would you spend money doing that? So here we go, mini, micro, mini, micro, mini, micro. So this is my way of at least managing my this bunch of minis here, and all the way down to what you're seeing here. Yesterday we had one mini, and this is micro into today. So that's an account, $150,000 account, and that's gonna get paid. Yeah, I trade in the afternoon sometimes. It depends on if I'm connecting with the market or not, and if I find myself, if the market is really good for it. Typically that last hour of the day, there's, especially the last half an hour of the day, you're getting movement. So that's the 21, account number 21. And that's this account right here. So it shows 53 sessions, trading sessions out of it. So that's going to get paid on, I'm going to make a request, because today is my 10th day for the second payout. So I'm going to request it on the 15th and go from there. I'm just going to be honest with you. I really like those 150s, $150,000 account, because once you hit 5,100 and you take your first distribution, you're still left with like $2,300 in that account, and you could literally build it back up to payouts and keep doing it over and over and over. You could build that account. When you go into those $50,000 accounts, you're gonna get there quicker, right? However, once you take a distribution at 2,000, you're left with 600, and that's pretty much it for that account. I mean, unless, like one of them is this, I think this account, 26. So look at 26. 26, I took a distribution on that one already on the 15th. And I kept trading it, so I was left with $600 in that account. So now I'm up to $1,109, but that's all I got. I literally have $1,000 on that account. So if I have a hiccup or whatever, that account is blown. But I already got paid once. I'm trying to run it back up to, 2,600. The issue with it is $600, even $1,000, sometimes just not enough money. I mean, if you're very tight and controlled and you're not taking too crazy risk, you could make it work. And that's what I'm trying to do in that account. But the difference between the 50 and the 150 is I'm getting $2,300 left. I can do a lot more with it than $600 in that account. So, my objective is, as I run into these accounts and get paid off of them, I'm gonna look to do more 150s and roll these 50s into that 150 and just kind of I think I like the flexibility that it provides. It's true. There's no requirement for me to do that, but you want to get paid, right? I mean, I want to also get paid. And I mean, I don't want to be like having 10 accounts and I got to 2600, then I have like a super, like some bad day and end up crashing that account or whatever. So I mean that I don't want to take that risk, especially it costs me money to get here. And I need to get a return on that investment in time and in money. So once I get to 2600, I'm going to take a distribution. The same idea applies to the 150. It's just the distribution at 5100 gives you better cushion. Okay. When what okay, so back to this account. That's the 20. That's $150,000 account. Well, actually, let me just take that. It does go away. Here we go. So if you look here, so I'm at 7 grand, and it's showing me. It shows the stop for this account at 150,100. So the trailing threshold, the first time around when I got to 5100, it went away. So my stop for the whole account became 150,100. Now this is my second run, my second run at that account for a payout. So it always be 150,100, and now I have basically 7 grand worth of risk on that account, which is beautiful. That's plenty of room for multiple scenarios to work out in my favor. Gives me a lot more cushion. So is the answer to your question is yes. Once you, even in this account, so the $50,000 account, once you get to 2600, it goes to 50,000. Here we go, 50,100. So that threshold is gone. This 26 account. So this is my second time running into the account, going for the second payout. My stop is 50,100. So I have $1,000 here only. Okay. I can make it work. I can make it work, but these accounts are less flexible than these bigger accounts. And I understand that you don't have to take 2600. Like you don't have to get to 2600 and then take a choice. But I don't want to go and run all these accounts up to, 3 grand and then have a bad day and I haven't taken a distribution. I'm going to be pissed. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm going to be pissed. Well, I'm doing that with 150. Like you like, Adam, you like those bigger accounts. I see why. More cushion. Like now I have 7 grand built up in this account. I can take more risk with this account. That's 7 grand is a lot of risk, capital. You trade, a couple of minis here and there. I mean, it gives you room. Okay. So eventually, what I'm going to do is try to get as many of these $150,000 accounts, and then get to the first payout, get paid, then start building them up to 10 grand, take a payout, build them to 15 grand, take a payout, build them to 20, and just keep doing that till I get to 50 grand. And 50 grand is $1 million. That's my goal this year. we can get there. We can get there. Same process. I'll just keep repeating it. But there's something that it's important for me at least is I have my personal account and I trade that first. And if I'm doing well, then I am copying. And I don't have to copy 20 accounts. I have 18 right now. Okay? I have 18 accounts. I don't have to copy 18 PAs. I don't have to copy all of them. I could try 5 at a time. If I'm doing well with minis, with micros, then I do mini copy. Okay? Then if I'm doing well, I'll add more accounts to copy. So that gradual prevents me from having a day and a bad day that really could wipe out 20 PAs. If that makes sense to you. Because if I'm trading my personal account and have a $2,000 down day and I didn't copy any of this into, because PAs cannot handle this. You have a $2,000 down day, you're wiping out most of your $50,000 accounts. They're gone. Okay? So that's what happened yesterday. So I had a $2,000 down day. So that was never copied into any of my PAs because I just found out that, hey, listen, I'm not connecting with this market. So that's my safety net, or how I approach this, to kind of prevent me from getting into too many getting into a pocket in this market where when I'm connecting with the market, I'm adding more accounts to copy. When I'm not, I'm pretty much trading my personal account and cutting it off. Because if I'm not connecting with the market, I just don't need to be trading the market, period. So that's my little spiel here for the end of the day. So I'm excited about it. Here we go. We're going to get a second payout here. We're going to get 2 payouts. So that's 3 accounts coming up, $2,000, $2,000, and 2,700. That's all coming up. And then I'm working on the rest of these accounts. And we'll get there. How did I pass them? Following the Harmony trading system and the signals that I have. Risk management, emotional management, focusing on the first hour, hour and a half. Then from there, let me see if I can show you issue 26, because 26, most people are doing $50,000 accounts. Let me see here. So that's the 26. That's the one I got paid on as well. So that is this one, 26, right? Okay. So that's the equity curve of that account. And yeah, like literally, I didn't have hardly any down days at all. It started from March the 4th, $400, and we just kind of added. We had, I think, $60, 17, 66, 43. The biggest down day I had was $195. Okay, so back to your question, Imran, keep your stops small, because these $50,000 accounts, if you're trading mini, and for example, you take 2 10-point stops, you're down 400. And if you had a threshold where you're up at some point, then that's $400 plus your threshold. Most likely you're $600. Which means, yeah, you have 18, what is that, $1,700 left in the account. And people, you have a couple of days like that, and most people get emotional and then end up oversizing and blowing up. So you will be surprised the power of trading micro and building the account. Then as the account is built up, size up in micro because it gives you a little bit more flexibility. Then you could go to mini if the account allows it. $150,000 account can handle a mini. The $50,000 accounts, they can, but you have to be so precise. Okay. So, but that account, let's see if we can get there. And from the 3rd of April, literally every single day made money. And sometimes look at it like, $70, $40, 260, 400, 143, not a lot. And then, but the equity curve tells you that there's no spikes in equity. Okay, there's just a gradual build up till you get to the point where you let's see here. 26, what is that? Account number 30. Let's see number 30 here. Okay, so that's account number 30. A little bit different equity curve on that one because I've had it, I guess, from March, and I played around with it for a little bit, left it alone. Then at the beginning or the middle of, let me see here, I think April, beginning of April, start playing with it. And, there's a difference between this equity curve and the 26, account number 26 equity curve. It's a more gradual. That 30 account, and that got paid also, or was going to get paid. Small accounts feeling the market. And I think, I had my biggest down day was $77 on that account, like literally $77. But you had 679, 288, 188, 47. So if I'm looking at this equity and or those trades, and I'm asking myself a question, well, how did you get there? I kept my stops small, very small. Okay, and that really kind of helped me. So basically, it's $637 maximum drawdown to $3,000 made. So the ratio of maximum drawdown to equity high is really in my favor. And I'm still running around 70%. And you could see that consistent across the board, 70% profitability. And average winning to average losing is about 1-to-1 for the most part. And small, consistent, nothing crazy trading. It just adds up when you have a small edge. Gigi, how many do I use trade copier? Yes, I do. And this is it right here. It's Replicanto by Flowbots. That's the one I'm using. How many minis is it good to trade? Depends on the account, right? A $50,000 account, it may handle one mini. It may. The $150,000 account, you can handle 3 to 5. I mean, obviously they give you 17 to trade, but if you are in 17, yeah, I mean, what is that? 10 points, 10, 20 points, and this account either making a lot of money or blowing up. It's just too much leverage. So you really have to kind of 1 to 3 is good. 5 is on the extreme side of trading, and you want to keep it within that range for a $150,000 account when it comes to mini. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, with those $50,000 accounts, I'll get to 20 micros, 20, 30 micros in a range sometimes. Yeah. You're getting that flexibility, so you could do that. How many years have I been trading? Too many years to count, my friend. 97, no, not 97, 98. Yeah, 98. That's when I started trading, traded stocks and traded stocks and options for a while. Then I got into a brokerage firm, a proprietary trading firm for 5 years in Dallas. Then I ended up managing that firm for 4 years. Then I stayed trading personally, but I ended up opening a business from 2004 to 2010. Then I got out of the business from 2010 to today. I'm full time. So I had a batch of time between 98 to 2004 where I was full time. Then I had a period of 6 years where I was still trading but not full time. Then I went back full time 2010. No, I had a few years before that I was in corporate. No, corporate. Yeah, I had a couple of jobs. And I'm 52, bro. I'm not young, you know. So 92, I think 92, 94. Yeah, 92, graduated, had multiple years worth of work. Then, I caught up the bug, I caught the bug, trading bug, and since I caught it, I never let go of it, and I constantly worked on it. Constantly worked on it. Same feeling, Adam. Same feeling, brother. College to work to a job, then to firm. Then from the firm to full-time trading. It was the name of the firm was Momentum Securities in Dallas. That the prop firm that I started with. Then from Momentum Securities, then a guy that was trying to open a prop firm contacted me. He knew I was trading and he needed help, so I got involved with him, and that's when I spent 4 6 years in the prop firm, and from there. The story. Same age as your mom. I still look young. Man, I live good. I eat good. Thank you, though. Yeah, yeah. It post ag. Okay. Yeah, man. Back in the day, we used to have what they call instant screens, the blue screen, which is when you're trading stocks, it's the institutional screen where institutions do block trading. So we used to see that and used to trade ahead of it. Uh, and man, that was really a good game for a while because the spreads between the bid and offer on a lot of these stocks were crazy. Like, half a point, sometimes 3, 4 points. And when you have institutional information like Instanet, you're able to see big size coming in, and we took advantage of that. So, in the 2000s, from 98 and 2004, that game was so good. But then the regulators came in and said, we're gonna tighten up the spread. So instead of having a market that had a point spread, now it's a 16th, and that killed that game big time. you know and in and around that time, the algos start to come in in 2010s and stuff like that. So the game changed again. So what we used to do in the early 2000s, you can really do anymore. The spreads were so thin, I mean so tight, and there's a lot of volume on both sides of that market, and it becomes a directional game, and they will run the stops on both sides of the market. So you had to kind of retool to be effective. So I've seen a lot, man. I've seen Brexit. I've seen so much, and that makes there's no substitute for experience in trading. I mean, that's the bottom line. Do I use trading view? No, no. I don't know why I need to. Got Ninja Trader. I got these Apex accounts. I got all the metrics I need. I can get out of Ninja Trader. Yep, that's is it Harmony System years? Yes, it is. I developed that over years and years and years of doing this, and I took some of the information that I got from the 2000s when I was watching Instant, and I incorporated reading volume visually. So a lot of these targets that you see on the Harmony trading system is a byproduct and a function of understanding volatility and volume and projecting that volatility and volume into the space of price action. So there's when and you'll notice that whenever the market lacks volume, the targets will compress, and when there's volume in the market, the targets will expand. And that's a lesson that I learned from my early experiences in the 2000s, early 2000s. So everything that you see right here is a product of years of me trying to solve my own problems. Do I understand the environment? Do I understand the personality? Do I understand the structure of the market? Do I have a signals that have high probability with the risk measured? Okay. Every single one of these is a question that I struggled with and tried to find an answer to. And I found the answers and I developed them into this software. Do I use Quintower? I have Quintower, but I don't use it because the Harmony trading system is developed on Ninja Trader. So I need to execute where my software is at. Otherwise, I'll find myself seeing a signal, then going to Quintower to put on a trade, and that delay will cost me money. It's not can cost me money. It will cost me money. So I'm gonna I like Quintower. It has a lot of flexibility and it's a good software. It just for what I'm doing and where my software is at, I don't use it. Well, I mean, you could get a trial of the software. I mean, this is a link to it, and you could sign up, and no obligations. You just sit here, and we could join our private room, and that's the link to it. See if that's something that you want to do. Anyways, 2:11:23. Yeah, I know, Adam. Hey, Sheila. Uh, this game, at the end of the day, it's just a mental game. Be honest with you, a lot of it is just mental. You're gonna go through, periods where you're gonna do very, very good. Then you're gonna go through a period where you're taking a bit of heat and drawdowns, and you just have to be emotionally detached from the outcome. Easier said than done, but it's actually a skill and a muscle that you can train yourself to where you expect yourself to win, and if you happen not to, it's part of your process and it's okay, and you move on to the next thing and the next thing. So you're not emotionally devastated if you have a bad day, and you're not, you know, jumping around when you make a big, big day. But that equanimity is a key. Balanced mind. Yeah, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing you got a switch trade and a railroad long, and both of them produced here. So while we're talking, the market made a captain setup long on the 100 NT Rinko. So that is a big time buy signal with a stop right under the 200, and you're looking for a counter trend that could take us to 254 and potentially to 274. Are you trading, Imran? Are you trading PAs and or personal account, or a combination of both, or what are you doing? All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day here. That's all I'm gonna do. We had, I think, like 3 decisions today, and we're at 829. I think every single trade that we did today made money. That's where we at. And we will see you bright and early tomorrow. Happy Friday, man. All right, Shingo, take care. Eric, Imran, everybody else, take care. We'll see you guys on the next one.